Peace, family. Peace, peace, peace. Listen, I know you probably feel some type of way about your experience, okay, when you was a child. But let me tell you something, okay? You cannot change the experience. What happened, it happened, okay? But what you can stop doing is inflicting the pain, continuously to inflict the pain on yourself based upon what happened to you when you was a child. What I mean by inflicting the pain on yourself. Sometimes we choose certain relationships because we felt like we missed out when we was a child. Sometimes you may tend to look for your daddy and, men, or you may tend to look for your mama and these women. But one of the things that you have to understand, the person that you truly are looking for or should be looking for is yourself. Okay? And when you forgive the person, it's always for you. Remember, you don't die from, the actual snake bite. You die from the venom, the resentment. If you was to get the lesson, because let me tell you something, it's a lesson in everything. And you are not this body, okay? It's a lesson in everything. And if you start getting a lesson, right? Like, what was I taught, when I was a child or whatever it was. Sometimes during your childhood, you may have experienced abuse, okay? And when you grow up and have children, right? Maybe you was doing exactly what happened to you. Maybe you was beating your children. I don't know, because maybe you did that because you felt like, well, this is the way I was brought up. And even though you didn't like it when you was a child, okay, you thought that this was normal behavior because you said, well, this is what happened to me. And once you start doing the work on yourself, right? Somewhere along the line, you can say, well, what makes me different than what I endured? What makes me different than a person that used to do this to me? And what makes you different is because you have decided to change what you do. You have decided to forgive. I often say that people do the best that they knew how to do. And some people may feel like, no, that's not true, because, honey, by you saying that they should have done this or they should have done that, had they didn't know what was right from wrong, that is not going to change the situation, what had happened to you. I want you to know that you always have the ability to change your life. And you have to forgive. You have to forgive. Because oftentimes when you don't forgive, sometimes you doing the same exact thing that person is doing. You said that person violated you and stuff like that. But what are you doing? How are you violating yourself? The power is always in your hands. With that being said, I love you guys. Peace.